Hello, hello. There are two ways how to build a budget shamey. The first one is to go aggressive, and the second one is use the elemental package. I decided to go face. So we want to play on curve, play those one drops, and then as a follow-up, for example, Flame No Totem or Loot Hoarder weapon is also okay. So there's also this interesting idea of including Unbowed Elemental in our deck, because then we can get advantage from our overload cards, and we want to try out Zap. The early stages of the game we want to develop a lot of minions and deal damage to our opponent, and then as the finisher we will use all this burst damage that we have, like Life Drinkers, Fire Elementals, and also Wolf Rider. It's just like this old Shamey, when Shamey was one of the best class in Smorking, so right now this is a little bit similar, but without the Doom Hammer, because this is an epic card. But if you want to upgrade this or include this, you can definitely go for it. Okay, so we've got Argent Squire, then into Loot Hoarder. We should definitely keep those cards, and if there will be a Northshire Cleric, I can just kill it with a Flame No Totem or Earthen Might. So good that we are first. Usually when you are Smork, it's really important to be first and then have a really good curve. Like, that's the easiest way to win the game. Oh no. Oh no. If he wants to... Okay, that's something. That's interesting, because I can use Zap right away. And should I go for it? Yeah, I think so. Yes, I know I will be overloaded, but there isn't anything that costs 3 mana, and I really want to play this badly. Like, maybe except if I will get Unbound Elemental from top deck, then I really want to play this, but right now it's okay. I'm a little bit scared that he might... he can just buff this to a bigger size, and developing Flame No Totem is pretty bad, because then he can attack into Flame No Totem and then heal it, so he will get card anyway. Plus... Okay. Like, this will allow me to just trade with a Flame No Totem, which is fine. It will be weak against Shadow Word Pain. Also, it was better to just like develop Flame No Totem over Earthen Might, because in previous turn Shadow Word Pain was a really powerful card. So like, trading and developing Loot Hoarder is not the best thing. I prefer to go for like some sort of weird value play, because this might be just a combo priest, and there isn't really anything that can deal with those two minions. So we'll just stick to our plan and go for Earthen Might. I can still go for the Glacial Shard if I want to buy myself one additional turn, because then he just can't really attack with any of those minions. But the next threat might be a Duskbreaker, and in order to play around this, we need... Okay, we can get Healing Totem, and then this will have 4, but like Unbound Elemental will survive. But what then? I just prefer him to play Twilight Drake. Huh. But then I will almost just lose Unbound Elemental. So what are the odds? Yeah, 25%. Is there anything else that I really want? Not really, so this is better, because then at least I will have something. And that's why I will not play Glacier Shard. It's just too important, because on next turn, if there will be a Twilight Drake, then I have additional turn to freeze it and attack. Oh, Mass Dispel. Okay, that's not terrible. So we definitely want to play Loot Hoarder, but do we prefer to go for Hero Power or Axe? Yeah, probably Axe. Because it will take me 3 turns to kill him. I mean, okay, not to kill him, that's the dream scenario, but it's possible. But I mean, like, it will take 3 turns to just use this weapon. Oh, yeah, I know. Okay. I really like this card. Like, it's interesting. It's super interesting. We've got 5, so yeah, 7 plus this. We are 1 off. And this then Duskbreaker like kills almost everything. That's the biggest problem. But I will go for it anyway. I don't really care about Glacial. I mean, I don't really want to play this right now. So, hero power over Glacial. I just think that he will play Duskbreaker like sooner or later. Wait, but what if he's not running Dragon Package? I'm not sure. I think that maybe like oh, okay, there will be a Circle of Healing then. But this deck is not running dragons. Almost for sure. Almost. We are so close. I've got Fire Elemental. I should definitely play this. So this, like, Fire Elemental face. But then I can't go for a Glacial. So like, what's the biggest amount of damage that he can deal to me? Is there any chance that he'll have just double Divine Spirit? I mean, like, if I really want to, I can just like trade. Yeah, but double Divine Spirit kills me anyway. And do we want to play around something if I will just trade a 1/1 and play Glacier Shard to freeze one of them? Duskbreaker? Yeah, then something will survive. This will be Unbound Elemental, so it's not terrible. And then I will have another minion, so like, yeah, that's probably fine. And then he will need double Divine Spirit in a fire, so those are 3 cards. Out from like, he's got less than half deck. It's almost impossible. Like, and he haven't even played Shadow Visions. It's almost impossible. Wait, how much damage do we have? 12. Okay, 2 off. Huh. Makes sense, I will have less burst. But what if I can just get a right card from the top deck? Then I can win the game. Warlock will be really interesting because okay, he's got a lot of board clears, but after we'll create a huge board and we'll deal like first 10 or 20 points of damage from board minions. I can just kill him with lava bursts and all this burst damage. Okay. So I want to save coin for the elemental.
We have turned our curse into
Even Warlock, okay. So at least there won't be Dark Pact. Molten Giant is a little bit scary. How good is just using coin right now? Because the problem is that we do not have a lot of 1-drops, and then if you don't have it and you don't have a good 2-drop, you just like should play something on board to then apply any kind of pressure. So even if I don't really like playing Loot Hoarder and then a Flametown Totem, I just need to go for this because I know this is a cheap damage that I can do without any kind of punish. Like, Defile won't kill this. He just can't really use Hellfire because I had a coin. Oh, Beetle, okay. And if I want to, I will, yeah, probably trade, because this is one of the few things that I can do right now, and play on both Elemental, and then things will start to be interesting, because this minion, if this will stick, I will have a lot of cool options. So I've got, I will freeze this. I probably want to buff it. He can't play Siphon Soul because he doesn't have coin. Yeah, okay. And what do we have? Fire Elemental. We already have 2 of them. Argent Squire. Yeah, that's fine. He can play Taunt on this. Then we have to pray that we'll get Spellbreaker. But even without Spellbreaker, something might... Oh. Yeah, but... So there is a Shroom Brewer, and he should use it on... And then there is our burst damage. So we just have to hope that... how good is Hellfire? Okay, Hellfire is pretty okay. The foul is even better. So right now we have to depend on our burst. I can just play Life Drinker. And then in 2 turns I can kill him if he won't have Shroom Brewer. Or maybe I will get Lightning Bolt. Like it really depends, because another Lava Burst with spell damage from Totem can kill him, or just the Fire Elemental. I know it's one of the slowest things to include in my deck, Fire Elemental. Oh wait, that wasn't even the Fire Elemental from my deck, because it was from Earth and Might. So thank you Earth and Might for this good RNG.